13 people were injured in Russia's Rostov, 2 of them in serious condition. An unknown drone crashed into one of the city's apartment buildings. This was reported by the local authorities. Numerous videos have already appeared online showing a drone wandering in the sky between apartment buildings in broad daylight. It was likely affected by electronic warfare. Frightened eyewitnesses living in the city center filmed the drone's flight and explosion on their mobile phones. The video shows the device crashing into the upper floor of a residential building. The glow and thick smoke can be seen from different parts of the city. The regional governor reports 13 injured. There is also damage in neighboring apartment buildings. Volgograd is still smoking as well. Drones reached the local oil refinery at night, and this is not the first time. In the middle of the night, flames engulfed the Lukoil Volgograd oil refinery, where explosions had previously occurred, resulting in a fuel leak, as confirmed by the regional governor. This refinery is the largest producer of petroleum products in the southern federal district of Russia. Its capacity is about 15 million tons. That's why drones attack the facility regularly. This is the 5th attack in the past 2 years and the second just this week. However, successful strikes on Russian military industrial facilities and oil pipelines in particular have already drawn criticism from Hungary. The local foreign minister expressed outrage on Facebook and distanced himself from the war in Ukraine.
We strongly urge Ukraine not to endanger Hungary's energy supply and to stop attacking the routes that deliver energy to Hungary in a war with which we have nothing to do.
There were strikes last night in Russia as well. Good drones hit a Russian oil refinery in Volgograd, and this isn't the first time. A government building in Belgorod was also struck. This was reported by the local authorities. In the middle of the night, flames engulfed the Lukoil Volgograd oil refinery, where explosions had previously occurred, resulting in a fuel leak, as confirmed by the regional governor. This refinery is the largest producer of petroleum products in Russia's southern federal district. Its capacity is about 15 million tons. That's why good drones have attacked the facility 5 times in the past 2 years, and twice just this week. However, these successful assaults on Russian military-industrial facilities and oil pipelines, in particular, have already drawn criticism from Hungary. The local foreign minister expressed his outrage on his Facebook page and distanced himself from the war in Ukraine.
We strongly and unequivocally urge Ukraine not to endanger Hungary's vital energy supply and to immediately stop attacking the crucial routes that deliver essential energy resources to Hungary in a war with which we genuinely have absolutely nothing to do.
The governor of Belgorod region also complained about another loud night and morning. There were strikes in the regional center. Footage has appeared online showing smoke and fire engulfing the streets of Belgorod. The Russians report that a downed drone fell in the middle of the roadway, causing a car to catch fire and burn out completely. 3 people are known to have been injured, according to Governor Vyacheslav Gladkov. On his Telegram channel, he showed damage to the facade and windows of a government building. This is likely the result of Russian air defense activity. He has already managed to post a selfie video where he urged Russians to be careful and to follow his social media accounts.
I was walking on foot at the time. At that moment, the regional government building was hit. There is minor damage. We will handle the situation. The most important thing is to be careful and remember that unfortunately, the current operational situation leaves much to be desired. Let's pay attention to alert signals and subscribe to the Telegram channel.
Attack on the Druzhba oil pipeline. The largest hub of the Russian mainline network, the Anneka station in the Bryansk region, was hit by drones. Videos of the Druzhba pipeline burning appeared on Telegram channels, but so far without any details. Drones also struck 2 oil refineries in the aggressor countries. Hits were recorded in the Volgograd and Krasnodar regions of Russia. The aggressor country's air defense unsuccessfully shot down one of the drones. The debris fell on a residential building in Volgograd. However, there were no injuries there. Due to the attack, the local airport was temporarily closed. In total, Russian authorities report shooting down up to 50 drones. Since the beginning of the week, Ukrainian drones have carried out a series of successful strikes on Russia's military-industrial facilities. In particular, yesterday they struck helium production plants in Orenburg and the monocrystal plant in Stavropol Krai, which manufactures sapphires for optical and laser systems used in military equipment. And on Monday, a strike hit a Shahid storage facility in Tatarstan and the Arzamas instrument building plant, which, among other things, produces components for Russian Kh-32 and Kh-101 missiles.
SBU drones have once again reached Russia's Tatarstan and struck a storage terminal for Shahids. The logistics hub, where ready-to-use drones as well as foreign components for them are stored, is located in the Russian settlement of Gelil. That's 1,300 kilometers from Ukraine. Video filmed by local residents confirms that the SBU drones hit their target. 3 days ago, long-range drones from the security service had already attacked this enemy military facility.
Oh, there it goes. Enough already.
It was also loud last night in Orenburg. HER drones struck a helium production plant located in the city. This is the only helium producer in all of Russia and the largest in Europe. Helium is used in the aerospace industry and also for enemy missiles. This is a critically important element for the Russian defense industry, as it supplies fuel to missile engines. There were also fires in the Stavropol region. Locals are posting numerous videos of explosions on social media. Another Russian defense industry enterprise was on fire, the monocrystal plant, which is one of the main producers of sapphire. Sapphire is used in optical and laser systems for military devices. Due to a drone attack, the carpet plan was announced at the airports of Samara, Ulyanovsk, and Kazan.
It's still burning. Everything over there is on fire.
Painful strikes by Ukrainian drones on enemy oil refineries are forcing Russia to gather oil industry workers for an emergency meeting. On Thursday, the government of the Russian Federation plans to discuss the surge in fuel market prices with the largest oil companies. Since the beginning of the year, they have jumped by as much as 50%, and over the past 5 days, fuel prices have hit a record high and have already significantly exceeded the inflation rate. So everyone is feeling the hit in their wallets. According to Russian officials, this critical situation happened because of, and I quote, incidents at oil refineries that Ukraine regularly arranges for the Russians. A drone attack on the Artemis instrument building plant in Russia. The security service of Ukraine has revealed details of the operation. PSN sources report that the facility was attacked by at least 4 drones. This plant manufactures devices for the aviation and space industries, including components for Russian Kh-32 and Kh-101 missiles. Due to its activities in support of the Russian military machine, the enterprise is under Western sanctions. During the attack, according to local media reports, 1 employee was killed and 2 were injured. An explosion also occurred in another industrial city in the same Nizhny Novgorod region, in Zerzhinsk. There are also military-industrial enterprises there. Overall, Russian air defense forces claim to have shot down nearly 40 drones in 9 regions.
Painful blows to Russia's wallet. The General Staff has calculated the losses suffered by the aggressor country from the shelling of its critical infrastructure. Moderator. Since the beginning of 2025, the corresponding amount has reached over $74 billion, which is approximately 4% of the annual GDP. Moreover, every 10th attack took place at a distance of more than 1,000 kilometers from our border. This refers in particular to oil refineries, storage facilities, oil pumping stations, terminals, and ports. That is why the government of the terrorist country held an emergency meeting on Thursday with representatives of the largest oil companies in order to decide together with the main oil executives how to proceed, because fuel prices on the Russian market have already soared by 50% since the beginning of the year. Meanwhile, profits from oil sales abroad, on the contrary, are falling. Against this backdrop, Russia's budget deficit is the highest it has been in the past 3 decades. It was with this kind of baggage that Vladimir Putin flew to Alaska to test the waters regarding the lifting or easing of sanctions, according to Bloomberg. So after the meeting, Putin was reassured that there would be no new sanctions, at least for a while. That's what the US president promised him.